Hello there. This is Heather slash Hetty from Twitterland, from Facebook land, from YouTube land. I am trying to get some vitamin D out here in the wonderful sun from God, and just been kind of messaging with friends back and forth who I've moved away from or haven't seen in a long time, and kind of just dealing with people who actually have disconnected with me big time due to their own psychiatric issues on more than multiple occasions. And I'm a person who forgives 70 times 7, and deep down I love that person, but there's that point where unless that person gets complete help that the person needs, because I know what she actually has, I just because I left the state, there's no purpose in becoming friends again. Um, Not on this daily basis where she opens up everything to me to be friends, and liking stuff on my child's, you know, postings that she's got on Instagram. It just really kind of rocked me. So um, that was just kind of a stepping on the wrong little feet there. That's where friendship was been spoken about, and yeah, I do forgive left and right. But I came across someone's posting where it said how, you know what, we do build up enemies, and I really don't. But I think that I only have this one, and it's not necessarily an enemy, it's just a person that's very hard to become friends with because they just deny the second part of this illness that they've occurred, and it's actually exactly what her mom had, and that's hard for her to take in. So, and I loved her mom to pieces. Her mom was kind of like my mom. I was there for pretty much everything in the end, and I was there for her funeral, and she was very similar to like a mom of mine. Her name was my mom's. It was so ironic, and she always remembered my name. But she was an awesome woman, even though she had dementia. But her daughter just needs some praying. So just think about Barbara's daughter, and just pray for her. And I had some conflict with another friend in Minnesota, but you know what? Her and I have some similarities that just clash sometimes. We both have illnesses, I believe, that do too. And it just gets to a point where we finally just reach out to one another, and everything's okay again. And she's got a really good heart. She really does. And one night she was looking up everything under the moon about, my kidney issues and what should be done, for it. And she just rocked. Her focus was on me, and it was so loving. It was so amazing. And I just thank God for her for that, because I was just in the weeds. My mind was just gone because I've just been so sick. So I've been up like 24/7. Your mind that's already had brain surgery is pretty much fried when you're up on top of it. So I've got a lot going on out here since I've been to Florida, but I'm trying to get some vitamin D and hope that it helps the body some and help my mind some. But I'm hoping, I'm still trying to help. I always try to help people, and I'm reaching out with Katie, and I always, make sure my friend Ashley is good, and she's got a lot on her plate too, and it seems like a lot of my friends, if not everybody, has a lot lately, and I know that God is putting a lot of stuff in everyone's life as time gets closer and closer, to more of the end, of times, and who's going to hang on and who's going to let go. And there are times I wonder, is Heather going to let go? And I think that's one thing that kind of helps me hang on is these friends of mine and hearing that I'm not alone. And because everything you hear, some people will compare like this is way worse and that isn't near as bad. But when I look at these things, I remember. I mean, I used to have things that were, I thought, way less. But God always gives me something more. So I always pray for them because I always saw God gave me something more and more as my relationship grew with Him. And that's the tough part. As you grow with Him, you always get more. So we're in the middle of hiring a nanny, which is so embarrassing at my daughter's age, 14, and I'm 38, and it's just, I can't function very well. But it's life. I guess she's a wonderful girl. So we see her tonight if my head isn't blowing. But otherwise, I just love to reach out to the people that have a lot going on. You know, my friend out here, she moved here knowing I was moving here, Alyssa, but she got here just before us. She's had several forms of cancer and just went through man, I always forget the name of this, bone marrow transplant from her twin brother. And it's been really tough on her body. And I actually gave her one of my pills to see if she could sleep. And that was the first time she got at least a halfway normal amount of sleep, 6 hours. Took her a long time, but she got it. And wow, I mean, she hasn't done that in ages. So we're going to have to see if she can get a prescription of that, because that was like a living miracle for her. It's been ages. So I go over there a lot. It's like 40 miles from us, but I go over there a decent amount of time when I'm not busting. Her husband had to bring me home because my head was busting. It busts so bad from my neck up through my eyes, and my eyes go blind. It's just really creepy. So he had to bring me home and then drive back. But Jeffrey was very kind in doing that. My friend Ashley has a lot on her plate. She's got epilepsy, and she's got two, of course, those younger age of wild boys at home, and they pretty much want to kill each other. It's been such a long summer. So I'm praying that they begin to calm down and get relief before school starts, because she's pretty much going bonkers, and that can set off seizures. So you can pray for Ashley, that would be wonderful, and just pray her kids have a good year. One of them is trying to be, I guess, diagnosed with ADHD, and that's never what you call pleasant, but it's always a step. And so they're wonderful kids, though, they really are. And just pray that her husband's new job, even though it's stressful, but when he's taking the full reins, really lifts them in income. That would be absolutely just wonderful for them. It's been very tough. And to keep her seizures controlled, that would be just superb. She's just such a brilliant young lady, and such a great friend of mine. And then Katie, my friend Katie, she's got always a lot on her plate going on, and it's just dealing with what does she have. A lot of it is never presented to her, but from what I know a lot of what it is. It's not necessarily anything to talk about. It's not that it's embarrassing. It's just, what does she want to talk about online? I don't know. It's nothing horrible. It's just, she needs a good focus, and just, so if you could just pray for her and what she's going through, that would be great. She's got just a lot on her plate, and one of the bigger things that she's got too, in conjunction as well as Ashley, is anxiety. Seems like most of my friends have anxiety. I wish I could give my non-anxiety and spread it out, and maybe we'd all have a little bit and we'd be okay. But yeah, she's definitely got a lot of anxiety that I wish could just subside. But that's one thing that really eats at her. So I know Ashley and Katie, I'm going to bring down here to visit with me one time a year here coming, when they both have time and we have time. So it's just a lot going on with different people all over the world. It doesn't really matter what state I go to. I'm not well. It doesn't really matter what state they live in. They don't feel well. So I can keep running from state to state, but, you know, it's not going to fix what happened with all my brain surgeries and what it does to my body. It's just not.
So I'm kind of coming to this conclusion that I can live in China, I can live in Canada, I can live in the Antarctica, you know, I can live anywhere, but it's really, nothing's going to fix it. So, except going to different doctors to figure it out finally. So, I went to the Mayo here, and they already have 10 different appointments for me. So, we'll see where that takes it. It's just been hard because I was on the phone with my friend Kathy, who also has a lot of what, and it's very similar but different that what I have. She's got a lot of strenuous things, but a lot of similar things too, where we talked for 4 hours because neither of us could sleep. It was so funny. So, and she's only a couple hours south of me. So, one day soon, I'm going to be heading down there, at least picking her up to come here or just visiting her down there and just picking up shells. It'll be fun. So, so any of you out there, you need prayer and anything like that, just knock on my door. You know where I'm at. On Facebook, it's /AliveInMe. And just send me a knock. Just send me a message there, and I would love to pray for you. Or on here. I'm not on here as much as Facebook. Or on Twitter, I'm on there, but not as much as Facebook. But on Twitter, I'm also AliveInMe as well. But I'm pretty much friends with everybody. So if you'd like, I would love to connect with you if you're not connected, and be able to pray with you and see what's going on, because it seems like I'm a medical book lately from the last like decade of my life. Anyway, so much love to you all, and if you have any questions, just let me know. So much love and prayers to you all. God bless.